Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK, and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. I have finished taking my little bit of a break, which was just filled with another Grisaia game, and now we're back. We are going to be going into Angelic Howl, which is what I believe is Amane's past. Now, I remember Sachi's past being quite emotional and painful, and also not as long, like maybe 3 hours. This, I think, is going to take us like maybe 8 to 10 hours. I'm not exactly sure. I have not looked into it, and I'm only guessing. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. And it also really depends on how much time I waste, like I am doing now. So we'll jump into this. I'm pretty sure this is going to be like the majority of the route. Like right here, we're getting into the meat of the route. And then maybe after the story, I think we'll still be in some crazy story development. But regardless, this is where all the crazy shit is going to go down. So Angelic Howl, first day. Let's do it. Oh boy, I'm nervous. So this is 2005, August 14th. And that doesn't sound pleasant, as we heard at the end of the last episode. Still not sounding pleasant at all. Alright, we're done. Also, I'm sorry to those who really care for not uploading until much later today. I got caught up not recording this. Now, I was caught up with some other things, celebrating the fact that I'm done with another college semester. Yay me. So I should be able to put more time into this and hopefully not get more behind, but I guess we'll wait and see. Anyways, let us get into what really matters here. The Fruit of Grisaia's Angelic Howl in Amane's route. When I opened my eyes, I was in darkness. I couldn't see a thing. I blinked repeatedly and slowly counted to 10, but that didn't change. I couldn't even tell if my surroundings were really dark, or if my eyes weren't working. In the blackness so deep I couldn't see the palm of my hand in front of my face, I heard moaning voices from all around me. Painful hacking coughs, screams of agony. My ears, at least, were functional. As I repeated quiet, calming breaths, the scent of gasoline tickled my nose, and with that stimulation, the haze of confusion lifted slightly. And I remembered that I was inside a bus. Groping around my surroundings, I vaguely realized that I was lying on top of something soft. When I tried to sit up, I hit my head sharply against a seat. I reached up to my eyes to check if my glasses had been knocked crooked, only to discover that they weren't on my face in the first place. I groped around the area frantically. Again, my hand found something strangely soft and warm. It was the heat of a living thing. Realizing with a start that I was touching another person, I reflexively jerked my hand back. Ooh.
動けるようなら私の上から降りてほしいのだけれど。
Ooh.
ごめんなさい。
It's like I want to make jokes right now, but this is... No, it's not the right time for that. Finally understanding that someone was pinned under my body, I fumbled in search of a foothold, but the floor my feet were searching for wasn't there.
気をつけて。今はこのバス、天井が壁だから。
Oh shit.
天井が壁？そう、床も壁。そして今まで壁だったものが、今は床と天井。まあ、そうね。簡単に言えば横転しているのよ。
Okay, why couldn't you have said that in the first place?
横転。
As I repeated that word out loud in an attempt to process its meaning, further understanding of the situation flooded into my mind. This was the inside of a school bus. On the way back from our summer training camp, our bus had fallen off a cliff, with us still inside.
どうでもいいけれど、早く移動してくださらない？さっきからあなた、私の左腕を踏んでいるのだけれど。
Oh.
ごめんなさい。痛いわよ。不用意に動かないで。
Yeah, I can't really picture this well in my head. I don't really know what's happening here.
ごめんなさい。あなた、それ口癖？後で殴るときに呼び出すから名前を教えなさい。ごめんなさい。冗談よ。私は風見和樹。あなたは？そうです。そう。 あまね。ああ、スオさんね。名前と容姿は知っているけど、お話しするのは初めてね。はい、はじめまして。敬語はいいわ。私も同じ1年生だし。それと、できれば挨拶は後にして、さっさと私の上から降りてくださる？痛くて涙が出てきたわ。
Damn, dude.
ごめんなさい。5回目。いい？ごめんなさいって言葉は口にすればするほど言葉の価値が下がるのよ。次にごめんなさいって言ったら怒るわよ。じゃないわよ。いいから左にどきなさい。出口はそっちよ。
God damn it.
舌打ちしないで謝るから。
I knew the name Kazami Kazuki. It was the name of the top incoming student, the girl who'd been chosen as our class representative to deliver the greeting speech at our entrance ceremony this spring. Kazuki sounded like a boy's name, and the girl herself appeared somewhat absent-minded, always walking around with a sleepy look on her face. And yet there was something about her that suggested the cold sharpness of a blade. We belonged to the same basketball team and participated in the training camp together. But I had shied away from the foreboding aura, I don't know what that word is, she projected, and in the end we hadn't spoken so much as once during the trip. The interior of the bus was scattered with debris, and every foothold was uncertain, but Kazami Kazuki quickly crawled her way through, dragged herself out of a shattered window, and turned back to offer her hand to me.
ほら、手を出しなさい。私の手を取るのよ。ありがとう。
Oh, yikes.
どうやらなんとか助かったようね。はい、メガネ。あなたのでしょ？
And this is our, I believe our companion for the rest of this, Kazami Kazuki. And that's Amane.
ありがとう。
With glasses, huh? That's just a little bit weird in my opinion, but whatever. The moment I replaced the glasses on my head, I drew a harsh breath at the side of the bus we had been riding in. The roof was smashed, the windows all broken. The vehicle was completely overturned, its belly exposed. White smoke was pouring from the area of the still active engine. We need to get away fast or we'll be in danger. At this rate, the thing might explode. As that fear ran through my mind, Kazami Kazuki glanced briefly at my face with her usual sleepy expression, then snorted lightly.
大丈夫よ。こういった事故で車が爆発するのは映画の中だけだから安心しなさい。どうして私が考えていることが分かったの？
Her eyes are a little bit big for her glasses, that her glasses just aren't properly on her face, or her eyes are too much, there's too much height with her eyes. I don't
煙を
know.
上げるエンジンを見ながら泣きそうな顔しているあなたを見れば子供にでもわかるわ。で、誰から助けましょうか？爆発しないと分かったあなたは次に早くみんなを助けましょうって言い出すと思ったのだけれど、違った？
Smart girl.
そんなエスパーでも見るような目で私を見ないでよ。私は手早くことを進めたいだけなんだから。
This is totally off topic, but how the fuck does she play basketball with hair that reaches her fucking ankles?
で、誰から助けるの？あなたに決めさせてあげる。
Are we gonna meet more people here?
先生。2、あなたの親友。3、怪我人。あなたなら誰から助ける？どうして私に決めさせるの？簡単な心理テストのようなものよ。あなたが誰から助けるかであなたがどんな女の子なのかわかると思って。風見さんだったら誰から助けるの？質問に質問を返すのはバカだと思われるからやめなさい。それとそうやって回答を保留にするのも回答とみなすわよ。 状況判断能力と決断力のない子だと思われてしまうけれど、それで構わない？
Whatever. I'm pretty sure there'll be character development through all this.
まあいいわ。それじゃあ私が決める。まずは部長から助けましょう。
どうして部長から？
私、あの子が嫌いなのよ。さっきの質問の答えだけど、私は1でも2でも3でもなく4の嫌いな子から助けるわ。
4ってずるくない？
Nah, man. Perfectly legal.
回答の数を3つに限定した覚えはないけれど、3つの中に正解がなかった時にどう答えるかもテストに含まれているのよ。
意地悪クイズみたい。それにどうして嫌いな子から助けるの？
だって12人もいるのよ。嫌いな子が最後に残ったら絶対に面倒くさいって思うに決まっているじゃない。
それが理由？
そう。嫌なことはさっさと終わらせたいのよ。私って夏休みの宿題を夏休みに入る前に済ませてしまうぐらいせっかちなの。
I can't relate there.
わかるような、わからないような。
わからなくてもいいから、あなたもこっちに来て手伝いなさいな。
ごめんなさい。
To be honest, I found it very difficult to understand her thoughts. But I did understand that the word genius was probably created to describe this sort of person. There were 14 people riding on that bus, including the team's advisor. Eventually, 11 people emerged from its wreckage, together with one small dog, alright, that belonged to a team member. Why the fuck would you bring a dog with you to anything like this? The remaining 3 were dead? Oh shit! I really wasn't expecting that one. 2 were killed instantly when the bus fell. The other, still conscious immediately after the accident, rolled herself into a ball and moaned for 10 minutes before she died. Could she have been impaled, or were there, like, bones broken to the point where she just could not live? That's crazy, dude. Among the 11 survivors, 4 were wounded. 1 had broken both her legs. 1 had struck her head and suffered a laceration? Whatever. 1 had received a gash to her abdomen from a sharp object. Oh, fuck. And the man who should have been our guardian, the teacher who had been our team's advisor, was unconscious and showed no signs of walking. That, more than anything else, filled our hearts with gloom. None of us could get our minds around the situation we were in. Clutching our knees to our chests, we sat on the ground in a daze.
まずは怪我人の手当てをするべきだと私は思うけど、どうかしら。
But that heavy silence was soon broken. Kazami Kazuki spoke in a perfectly normal tone of voice. When I raised my head in response to her clear, firm words, I saw that she was addressing our group's official leader, the team captain.
こんな状況だからこそ、しっかりしてください、先輩。
そうね。言われなくても分かってはいるのだけれど、こんな状況で私たちに何ができるというの？
So it looks like we'll have sprites for the team members, or at least that's what I'm assuming, which is nice. It gives us a little bit more of an idea of what the hell is really going on here.
反論しても？
どうぞ。
ただ待っていても助けが来る保証なんてどこにもないわ。あなたにこの場を仕切る能力がないのであれば、私が代わりますけど。どうしますか？
I think the captain is the type of bitch that's going to be on her high horse thinking that she has to always be right or something like that. I don't know.
勝手なことを言わないで。もしあなたの判断ミスで現状が悪化したら、誰が責任を取ると思ってるの？
No one?
この後に及んでも責任の所在を気にする余裕はあるのね。
Everyone's fucked. That's basically it.
はあ？なんですって？よく聞こえないんだけど。
いいえ、別に何も。では、この場はお任せしても。
This is sort of off topic too, but at least the captain has short enough hair to play basketball reasonably.
余計なお気遣いは結構よ。リツ、こっちにいらっしゃい。
あ、はい。なんでしょう。
So this is Ritsu. She looks so damn familiar. Maybe it's because of the face. I don't know.
あなた、ご実家はお医者様よね。
はい、そうですけど。
だったら応急処置ぐらいできるでしょ。すぐに取り掛かって。
そんな無理ですよ。いくら実家が医者だからって私にはそんな知識は。
それでも何も知らない素人よりはマシでしょ。ごちゃごちゃ言わないでやりなさい。
Ritsu wrung her hands in front of her chest. I completely understood her feelings. Taking on the role of a doctor simply because of her parents' occupation, the responsibility was far too grave. It wasn't as though she had inherited their medical skills, and superficial knowledge wouldn't be enough in the situation. The team captain, Sakashita Chiaki, whatever, and Koide Ryutsu, a girl who had always played the role of her devoted underling. As a mere first year, I didn't know much about their relationship, but the fact was that I'd never seen Ritsu disobey an order from the captain.
リツ、同じことを何度も言わせないで。
はい。じゃあ、まずは広岡さんから。
何を言っているのよ。まずは先生からよ。
でも、広岡さんは両足を骨折して重傷ですし。
Like, I understand that the advisor is the advisor, but having him awake isn't going to make anything better, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know.
いいから、先に先生を見なさい。
Whatever.
はい。
The captain's gonna piss me off throughout this entire thing, I know it. Kazuki watched with the disdainful eyes of a spectator to an ugly farce as Ryutsu swallowed her complaints. As our doctor walked away with sagging shoulders, Kazuki approached Sakashita for the second time.
坂下部長、私に周囲の探索をする許可をいただけますか？
一人で勝手なことをしないで。どうしてあなたはいつもそうやって集団の輪を乱そうとするの？
スオさん、付き合っていただける？
Alright.
ちょっと風見さん。
私一人でなければ良いのでしょ？これでも私は気を利かせているのよ。あなたは私がそばにいない方が威張り散らしやすいでしょうし。
Fuck, dude.
それじゃ、行くわよ、スオさん。
You got it, homie. As I chased after Kazami Kazuki, I saw the captain's expression out of the corner of my eye. She was glaring at me, making no attempt to hide her displeasure. Her eyes asked, "Are you taking that woman's side?" In response, I offered a quick bow of my head. I didn't understand myself whether that gesture was an apology for siding with Kazuki or a silent attempt to convey I haven't betrayed you. Either way, some instinct inside me had judged that following Kazami Kazuki was the correct decision. Although I had seen Kazuki for the first time at the entrance ceremony, I had known her name for much longer. When we were grade schoolers, it was well known that an 8-year-old child had taken a special prize at the district painting contest. As the painting had been exhibited among other children's work, that was her only award, but it might well have taken the overall prize instead. Our class took a trip to see her piece on display at the district assembly hall. Even with my immature eye for art, I could sense something inexpressible in words from that painting, something that nonetheless moved my heart. And my impression of that work and the name of the genius who painted it were deeply etched into my mind. Kazami Kazuki. She wasn't blessed with talent as a painter alone. She could do anything she tried, anything at all. Well, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but on her first attempt, she could usually produce adequate results. If it was a field she found particularly difficult, she might take 3 days of effort for her to reach average skill. Those were the rumors anyway. According to those who knew her, she lives in a different world, or I can't believe that she is a human being, or she can see things normal people can't. At the time, I was astonished that anyone could inspire such stories, many of which were so overblown that they took on a tinge of the occult. But when we entered the same school in the same year, even joining the same team, the girl appeared perfectly normal, if a little standoffish. Even so, I could vaguely sense that her true nature was somehow different from that of an ordinary person. To be honest, I had avoided her as a result. And now I was alone with her for the first time under these circumstances. Although I followed as instructed, I couldn't find anything to say to her, and she was equally silent. The two of us just trudged on, not exchanging a single word. The ground at our feet was rugged and hard, and rock walls loomed on both sides. When I looked straight up, there was nothing but trees and sky. Where we seemed to have fallen into some sort of fissure, a crack in the earth. The walls were maybe 10 meters tall at their lowest point. Not so high as to rule out climbing, but on both sides, the rock face slanted inward as they rose up, hanging over us. With this pronounced of an overhang, climbing with bare hands seemed impossible, and even with tools, it would likely be difficult. Apparently, Kazami Kazuki had been thinking along the same lines. She came to a stop a little ways ahead of me, placed her hand on one of these slanting walls of rock, and began to strike it with a stone she had picked up off the ground.
それで何かわかるの？
やっと口を開いたかと思えば、随分とどうでもいいようなことを口にするのね。
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
他にもっと聞きたいことがあったのではなくて？
Many questions.
他にって。
そうね。どうやって登るのとか、元の道には戻れないとか、これからどうするのとか、いろいろあるけど。一番聞きたいのは多分、どうして私に声をかけたのじゃないかしら？
当たり。
だったらはっきりと答えてあげる。それはあなたが強く言われると断れないタイプだからよ。
Damn, dude, she can easily see through Amane.
あなたの場合、一緒に来てくれないとお願いされたら悩むけど、来いと命令されたら悩まずに従うでしょ。
どうしてそう思うの？
さっきの心理テストの結果からそう思ったのだけれど、違った？
Yeah, she was probably right. When my mother asked me what should we have for snack today, I would answer, "What do you want, Mommy?" When she simply told me we're having cakes today, I was relieved because I wouldn't have to choose. Given multiple choices, I would waver indecisively, and when given a single path, I would follow it obediently. That was just my personality.
余計なことを喋ると今度は何を読み取られるか分かったもんじゃないって顔してるわよ。私としてはあまり警戒しないでほしいのだけれど。
How can we not? As she spoke, Kazami Kazuki removed her cell phone from her pocket and looked into the screen.
あ、やっぱり県外ね。あなたのはどう？
I hurriedly pulled my phone out of my school uniform, but as expected, its screen was also displaying the words, "No signal." Thanks a lot, AT&T.
ダメみたい。私のも県外。
でしょうね。
Kazuki turned off her phone immediately and slid it back into her pocket.
あなたも電源を切っておいた方がいいわよ。電波状況が良くないままだとびっくりするぐらいバッテリーの消耗が激しいから。
That I did not know. It wasn't as discouraging as I would have expected it to find our cell phones were useless. To tell the truth, I had checked mine soon after escaping the bus. Of course, the screen had also displayed no signal then. Finding that was still the case prompted little more than a feeling of resignation. Well, expected as much. We were within a long tunnel-like crevice. Maybe if we just kept following it, partially because of wishful thinking like that, I wasn't in a state of despair at our situation. Another factor was the strange sense of security that came from being near this girl named Kazami Kazuki, as though I'd found firm, reliable ground to stand on. If I'm with this girl, it'll work out somehow. Her strangely powerful presence let me think such irresponsible thoughts somewhere deep down.
状況はあまり芳しくないわね。
Nope. I can agree with you there. There was a heavily overgrown jungle visible in the direction Kazuki was pointing. It was a dense forest, seemingly devoid of animal life, that seemed to actively refuse human entry. The thick wall of vibrant green almost seemed pleasant at a glance, and yet it was obvious that a single step inside would find you in an environment far too harsh to support human life. Even if you were to advance by hacking through the thick grasses and bushes rising over your head, the distance you could advance in one day would be pretty limited. And in avoiding the tall trees that grew close enough together as to block out the light of day, you'd quickly lose any grasp of your own position anyway.
運が良ければ人の立ち入った痕跡のようなものを発見できるかと思ったのだけれど、これは期待するだけ無駄だったようね。
If there's even one path a human traveled, follow it and you'll find a place where humans live. But the jungle in front of us showed no signs of such intrusion. Even so, I had some hope that we might stand a chance by pushing our way boldly through the woods, but that thought was shattered by what Kazami Kazuki told me next.
これを見てごらんなさい。
She held out a compass we had used at the training camp for orienteering, one of our recreational activities. The needle that should have always pointed north was pointing to the northwest, and when she turned to face a different direction, it didn't move within the compass.
どういうこと？
まあ簡単に言ってしまえば針が動いていない、方位自身として機能していないということよ。
I might be dumb. You know, I am dumb. I don't know how a compass works, but isn't it with like a magnet or something like that? So is it maybe because they're too far? I don't know. What can make a compass not work like this in this sort of situation?
そんな、どうして？
おそらくはデビエーションね。周りの壁を見てごらんなさい。
I guess I'm getting my answer.
壁？
As I looked up in confusion at the rock face looming above us, she picked up a stone lying at her feet and again struck the wall sharply. The sound it produced was a high-pitched clinking, like what you might expect from a hard metal surface.
岩壁の一部がガラス化しているわ。おそらく瞬間的な高温にさらされた状態から急激に冷やされてアモルファス化したのね。
I never paid attention in earth science, so I don't know what any of this means.
ごめん。専門的すぎて意味がわからない。
火山の溶岩が冷えても似たような状況になるけど、あまりにも広範囲だし、かといってエアバーストにしては規模が小さすぎるし、多分隕石かな。
隕石？隕石ってあの隕石？
マイクロブラックホールが激突したって可能性はまずないでしょうし、おそらく小規模な隕石が地表に到達する前に爆発して、その飛散した破片の中でも大きめのものがこの周辺に落ちたんじゃないかしら。
方位磁石が機能しないのもそれが原因？
多分ね。飛散した破片に重鉱物が含まれていて、マスコンセントレーション的なスポットをいくつも発生させているんじゃないかしら。そう考えるとこの不自然な環境にも納得がいくのよね。あなたはどう思う？
どうって言われても。
I can relate to Amane here. If Kazami Kazuki thought so, it was probably the truth. At the very least, I wasn't about to come up with any other possibilities.
さてさて、 周囲は草も生えない岩場。周りを囲む壁は構造的に這い上がるのは不可能。進める先は人を拒絶するような密林。
It doesn't sound like a fun time.
携帯も通じないし、方位磁石すら機能しない。申し分のない遭難ね。面白くなってきたわ。
The fact that she's able to keep her calm is also really crazy.
面白くなってきたって。
不謹慎に聞こえたのなら謝るわ。でも私の言葉から余裕が感じられた方があなたも余計な不安を感じないで済むかと思って。
お気遣いは感謝するけど、他の子の前ではそういう言い回しは避けた方がいいと思う。
そうね。
Although she nodded, I didn't feel that she was convinced by my words. Precisely because we were in such a bad situation, a confident leader who could pull off this sort of all-knowing God act would be ideal. But she wasn't the leader of our group. By rank, our teacher was first, the team captain Sakashita was second, and vice captain Okabe, I think that's how you pronounce that, was third. Or should have been. But unfortunately, Okabe-senpai had died when the bus fell. Rest in peace, I will never have to say that name again. Still, a first year like Kazuki had very little say in the team's decisions.
坂下部長、私に命令権を譲ってくれないかしら。その方がいちいち愚信をする手間が省略できて効率がいいと思うのだけれど。
ねえ、聞いてもいい？
何かしら？
坂下部長のことなんだけど、
聞きにくいようなこと？
そうじゃなくて、もしかして私が今から何を聞こうとしているか想像がついてる？
Amane wants to ask something. She doesn't know what the question is. She can't word it. So we have to ask what the question is.
は？何？突然。あなた、私のことを神様か何かだと勘違いしてない？
ほら、さっき私に心理テストをしたでしょ？
ああ、その話？つまり坂下部長が先生を一番最初に見なさいと言い出したから、心理テスト的にそれがどんな結果になったのか気になるのね。
そう。
言われなくてもあなたにもなんとなく分かっているでしょ。坂下部長は他者依存の強いタイプよ。いつも自分が中心にいないと気が済まないくせに、自分に責任がかかるような決断を迫られた時にはすぐに背後を振り返って助けを求める人。つまりここは私が指揮を取ります、それでよろしいですね先生って言いたいから、まずは先生。わかる？
I hate this bitch already. The captain, that is.
別にそれが悪いとは言わないわよ。学生なんだし、むしろそれが当たり前よね。でも彼女の場合、おそらく学校から出てもあの調子なんでしょうね。家では父親を背後に立たせているんじゃないかしら。そういう子供っぽい優越がすごく鼻につくわ。ごめんなさい。くだらない話を聞かせてしまったわね。
Nah, you're good. As Kazami Kazuki apologized for babbling, her expression was a cheerful one appropriate for her age. But that bright smile was frightening under the circumstances. I felt sure of it. This person was attached to nothing. She grabbed hold of anything she thought she needed, and she cast aside anything that outlived its necessity. Maybe that was just another part of being a genius. As these thoughts ran through my head, Kazuki suddenly turned her back to me and mumbled a few words.
そうでもないわよ。
What? At that brief sentence, I felt a chill like cold fingers running down my spine.
何が？
そろそろ戻りましょう。私たちだけで逃げ出したと思われても心外だし。
What? If you compare the human brain to an engine, Kazuki's must have been operating at a far higher RPM than ours. She was constantly maintaining a speed of rotation that would quickly cause a normal person to overheat. I looked down at Kazuki's feet as she walked a few paces ahead of me. She was wearing the standard white sneakers specified by our school. Since the girl cast a shadow and didn't appear to be floating, apparently she wasn't a ghost or other supernatural apparition.
何がおかしいの？
ごめんなさい。あなたが今何を考えているのか想像したらおかしくって。
Not sure if she's making fun of Amane or just very crazy.
でしょうね。
気を悪くしないでね。一応言っておくけど、私は幽霊じゃないし、あなたの夢に出てきた神様でもないわよ。
Well, I can say this for certain, she's really good at theorizing thoughts. Or others'
その
thoughts.
発想はなかったわ。
どの発想？
あなたがお化けじゃないかとは思ったけど、逆に私が死にかけていて都合のいい夢を見ているとは考えもしなかった。
私が言わなくても10分後には考えていたはずよ。
変な子。
そうね。1歳半の頃、母親にもそう言われたわ。
I hope that this is just something she heard from her mother and not something she actually remembers from being 1.5 years old.
覚えてるの？
冗談よ。
どこからが？
どこからでも、お好きなところからどうぞ。
I was actually understanding her less the longer we talked. The one thing I did understand was that Kazami Kazuki's jokes aren't funny in the slightest. And now, it is 13:52 the same day, so that's 1:52.
一言で言えば、絶望的な環境ね。
Well, that's cool. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to end it here. I'm a few minutes over my time, which is fine by me. So we're still on the first day, which is understandable because the date didn't change, but next time I guess we'll continue the first day, which I feel as if would be pretty long because it's the first day of the situation. But that's just me. Guess we'll see what happens next time. If you enjoyed this episode of the Fruit of Grisaia, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Anyways, that's all from me for today, and I'll see you guys next time.